searching for a friend. Then you stumble on somebody's namely Matt, namely Ann, who are equally obsessed with why they make a thing again. Come on! Rick, Booty, and the Beast.
I'm a pretty ballerina, Mr. Clam. This is Rebooty and the Beast, a podcast in 2 parts. I'm Ann Burke.
And I'm Matt Molinaro. And in the first episode, we review an original piece of media. And in the subsequent episodes, we discuss the rebooty elements.
That's right. And ironically, I think we might have messed up because I think this was the earliest Mario media.
Was this before the first one?
I think so, because this was 1986.
Yeah, what was the first one? 89?
Yeah, 1989.
Okay, yeah. So, well, you know what? I kind of feel like we're doing the movies now. We did the TV shows, now we're doing the movies.
That's fair. Okay, I agree.
So,
way to save us.
Messed up. What? Who? Not me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't realize this was the first one, so that's true. So this is the first movie of our 4-movie set we'll be doing.
Yes. And I never heard of it. I've never seen it, and I had no idea what to expect.
I'd never heard of it until you had brought it up as a possibility of watching.
Okay.
No idea what to expect well, I found it on YouTube. It's available for free on YouTube if anyone wants to watch this movie. It's very easy to find. It's on some very adorable Princess Peach account that has like all these Princess Peach like gifts and stuff at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was about it.
I figured you would enjoy that.
But anyway, yeah, I had found it and saw like a tiny snip in the middle to make sure that it was dubbed or subtitled for us. And even that 3 seconds I watched then, I was like, oh, this is going to be a ride.
Yeah.
But other than that, no idea what to expect. But I will say, reading the title, The Great Mission, it's called Super Mario Brothers, Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach, which is subtitled, which is translated because this is a Japanese film.
Yes.
Anime, cartoon, hybrid type situation.
Yes.
But I thought, oh, I love, you know me, I love a princess, I love a female character, I love Princess Peach. So I was like, all right, I'm interested to see a little storyline revolving around her.
Yeah, okay. So here's my other item about this, which is if my entire life up until, I don't know, the early 2000s, she was Princess Toadstool to me, as I think she was to the majority of the American audience.
Yes.
And then suddenly she became Peach, Princess Peach, and I was incensed and I hated it, and I thought that was the stupidest name I'd ever heard. And then I come to find that she has been Peach all along. It was just only in Japanese media that she was referred to as Peach, and that all of us had been calling her Princess Toadstool by mistake.
Yeah, that tracks for me. I don't think I knew that, but I remember her. I kind of remember the discourse around when she started being called Peach in games, and how people were like, "This is dumb."
Yeah, that was me. That was me. I was that person.
Yes, I don't think I cared at the time, but I remember that conversation. I'm sure people I knew cared. I'll leave it at that. But you know me, I've always loved a Peach. And have you ever played Mario Golf or Mario Tennis or any of those games?
I don't think I have, no.
Okay, I used to love those games. I think they were on the Wii, because you remember the Wii was like very much about like get active.
Sports. So yeah.
Tennis and golf in every single tennis, golf, and bowling in every form possible.
Yeah, very
every
much,
character doing tennis, golfing, and anyway, they had a character named Plum in one of those 2 games. I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I was so excited to know that there was a character named Plum because I thought it was going to be like another princess character with like a, different color scheme and all that, and she'd be someone that would carry over.
Mm-hmm.
She's an ordinary girl. She's just a golfer. She's like one of the like sort of generic characters you can pick that's human.
Like the me type person.
Yeah. They were more like, basically. And I was so mad. And she never came back. And I felt like now they've taken Plum and they'll never be a princess. What? I had feelings. Okay, speaking of which, I had feelings about that. I literally remember feeling that whole kaleidoscope I laid out for you happened every time I would play this game and I saw Plum. And I'm thinking now of this video I saw recently, which I don't know if I sent to you, and I will if I haven't, which is like the 10 ways people could have known I was gay before I came out.
Oh, uh-huh.
And one of them was the guy who was doing it said like he had like a really, this is so me, he had a really strong feeling and case built in his mind while he was like in middle school, high school, watching Suddenly Susan.
Oh my gosh. Uh-huh.
Remember that show?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and he was like, of course, it was not even the most popular show on television. And he's like, of course, I watched every single episode. And he's like, and I would go to school and I would argue with people and say, Kathy Griffin, this gem, Kathy Griffin, she's the star of the show. She needs to have her own show.
Oh my
And he
god.
goes, people would say, we don't care. We don't watch that show. And this would be me talking to people about Princess Plum.
Oh my
And people being like, nobody cares.
The idea of arguing with people who don't care about something is very funny to me.
Oh my god, yes. Presenting your case to glazed over faces.
Yes. So, do you want to give us the opening summary for this movie?
I really do. I really do.
Okay, great.
I cannot
Let's do
wait
it.
to get into this movie with you. Ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I've been ready. Born ready.
The Mario brothers, Mario and Luigi, go to another dimension and must now rescue Princess Peach from King Bowser Koopa.
So, okay, this is another thing I'm so confused by because great, I would say that's accurate. It's very simple. It's a very simple storyline.
Yeah, it's a very straightforward storyline for sure. And yeah, what were you gonna say?
Why does he have the name Bowser, and why does he have the Bowser artwork when this came out before the 90s Marios that called him King Koopa and had him looking more like Wart from Super Mario 2?
I don't know. That's a good
It's
question.
very strange. Something strange happened in the years between 1986 and 1989 between Japan and the United States with the Mario artwork.
I mean, there might have been like stylized artwork existing for these characters outside of the games that started to look more like that before the games sort of like caught up with pixel technology to, go deep with like color depth and shading and stuff. I don't know.
Welcome to the stage, pixel technology.
Serving color depth.
Yeah, maybe. It's just so strange.
Yeah, and what I'll say about this movie ahead of time is, as we
Yeah.
said, it's a Japanese movie, so we watched the dubbed version.
Yes.
I wonder how much it is also 1986, and I cannot imagine it's really that far off, but I really do wonder how much is lost in translation.
I mean, it would have to be a fuck of a lot being lost in translation for this to be some kind of redeemable storyline or acting. This was bad.
What?
And it's sad because I started off going, you know what? This is an hour long. It's a movie this time. It's not just like a kid's animated cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's going to be like a good storyline or something for once.
Yeah, I thought we might have some value here for sure.
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did either. And I love like anime, and I love like old school this style of cartoon. I love this kind of thing.
It kind of there's something about this era of animation that's like very, of course, very nostalgic because this is like when I grew up. But there's like something about the era of like The Last Unicorn and things like this. There's just a very particular vibe to the animation that is just so particular to this era.
Yes. There's almost like it's very storybook quality drawing style.
Yes.
And it's like slow. It's like a little bit, tiny bit slower than it should be.
Yeah, and like a little bit
like the frame rate rather. I mean, it's like a little bit slower than it should be.
Yeah, and it's a little bit
muted.
It's a little bit like, I guess when you said storybook, but yeah, kind of like
illustrative
artwork, illustration-y.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I love this kind of thing. And well, let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's get into it. We begin with Mario and Luigi in like, I guess Brooklyn or
their house.
What's that?
Their house?
Yeah, their house, which is I guess supposed to be in like the quote unquote real world, right? Like
that's the vibe I get too.
And Mario is playing a video game on the TV, which is funny. And Luigi comes out in a cute little nightcap. And I was like,
Yes.
I love this little Luigi in the nightcap look.
With his little sleeping cap and little candle.
Yes.
Very old Victorian child.
Put that as like an Easter egg in like a Smash Brothers game or something.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
That's his costume.
Okay, I did have a question. There were several things throughout this movie that made me think about or kind of like reference more modern Nintendo stuff. And one of them was it looked like he was playing a game with that character from Smash Brothers, the little kid with the baseball bat. Is that from like Earthbound or something?
The little kid with the baseball bat, like Ness?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Earthbound Mother series or whatever.
And didn't that look like the character he was playing on the video game?
It kind of did, yeah. I made a note of like, I wonder what game this was based on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was very cute, and I also feel like Luigi in the Nightcap feels like we see Luigi later on in Luigi's Mansion, and I feel like that's kind of a vibe,
Oh, and this was I think I read this was the first piece of media in which Luigi appeared taller and thinner than Mario. So it was kind of like the first iteration of him being like differently shaped than Mario.
That's true, because in Mario 1, they're like exactly identical, just the colors.
Yeah.
We also are introduced to the voice actor for Mario.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say at this point, I would say less voice acting and more a car engine that won't start are the noises he's making while playing this video game.
Yeah, terrible grumbles and grunts. I was like, well, this was a choice.
Yeah.
As one does when they play video games.
Yeah. And then his video game changes to, instead of that Ness-looking guy being chased, it's Princess Peach being chased by Koopas and getting pecked. And Mario's kind of entranced. And then for no reason I can discern, she comes flying out of the television.
Yes. Flying out of the television, no explanation.
Along with all of the bad guys from the Mario games, like the Koopas and Goombas and stuff, and Bullet Bills chasing after her. And there's kind of just this big cloud of monsters running around their house now, I guess.
Yeah,
and
like Jumanji.
Yeah, and...
Can I do Mario's reaction?
Yeah.
Hey, cut it out. Hey, cut it out.
Yes.
Do you
And then-
remember when we were kids, the Egg cartoon?
The Egg cartoon?
It would play on Nickelodeon. It was, I think, Italian, because the voice of the guy inside of the egg was Italian. And it was a short that would play in between cartoons and Nickelodeon all the time. And it was a guy inside of a room, like a white room, very, very simple drawing. And then every once in a while you'd hear, he was eating an egg. He was breaking open an egg.
And he also lived inside of an egg?
Yes, you find out by the end he lives inside of an egg, because he breaks open an egg and he's cracking open the soft-boiled egg on like the little egg cup, and he hears like a weird little sound inside as he does it, and then he eats it, and then all of a sudden the room around him starts to crack, and then
because he's being eaten?
Basically, basically that's what you're meant to think, and of course weird Nickelodeon things in the 90s. But that was literally the voice the guy made in the egg thing. The whole time the egg thing is happening, he's going, "Hey, cut it out." I
have
really
no memory
was
of
like,
that.
This might be the same actor.
That's really funny.
Anyway.
So then somehow Mario deals with all the creatures. There's just kind of like a cloud of smoke that appears, and suddenly they're all gone. And Princess Peach has dialogue where she says, "Thanks to you, I'm safe. And you, Mario, are a very brave person."
And her voice is like a Valley Girl.
100%. Here's my question. So this is dubbed.
Mm-hmm.
The original Japanese version presumably had actual voice actors. This sounds like somebody who understood and could translate Japanese into English and then had their friends and family members record the dialogue for the dubbed version.
100%. There's some audio, I'm not even exaggerating, that I think was recorded on a phone and placed in.
I completely agree. There are several that sound like you can hear the like plosives on the microphone.
Yes.
And it's really, 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 really bad audio quality and really bad voice acting, like across the board in so many different ways.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind throughout.
Yes.
But yeah, she says that's Koopa. You chased him away. You're very. I don't know how she knows who he is.
I don't know either. But then
but-
Bowser comes out of the TV.
Yes.
And we get he is like gonna fight Bowser, and Princess Peach says like, go Mario, go Mario. But Bowser just like swipes her up and takes her back into the TV. By the way, did you notice that Bowser seemed to have like magical size, and not really magical, but like every time you look at him, he was a completely different size relative to anything else in the room?
100%. And his hands were massive in the scene.
Yes. Yeah. And then, so he takes her back in the TV, and you just see like game over on the screen.
And they
But
play the
her
fun little
locket,
game over music.
yes, but her locket appears on the ground, and he's holding her locket in his hand tangibly. He can feel it. He's touching it, and he says, "Whether she was real or not, she sure was beautiful." And I'm like, how could she not be real if her locket is sitting on the floor of your house?
And you probably feel the pain from what just happened.
Right.
And Luigi comes in the room, and he doesn't believe him either.
No.
Even though he has the jewel and everything, and probably heard all of that. And I thought, wow, this was where they got the idea for Titanic.
Kind of.
It's jewel.
And then we get an eerie song, which is the intro music that's got some line of "I am the master of rock and roll."
Yeah, I think the line I remember most, and I didn't have subtitles on, but I think it was bouncy, 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 bouncy rock and roll.
That is right. Yeah.
Bouncy, 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 bouncy rock and roll. And the voice, the singing voice,
I think it's kind of a disservice to singing to call this singing.
Oh my God. I don't know how to describe it. Think about
Flat,
going to like a middle
lifeless.
school recital.
This is the person who volunteers to teach little kids music and sings along for them. That's what this is.
This is the parent in the audience who wants to be the one who's doing the teaching, who's singing along during the
Yes.
performance.
It's awful. Like, my God.
Yeah, and
And
it's
also long. We hear it multiple times.
A lot. For no reason.
And there are
every
there are
time
a
they travel,
couple-
instead of off to see the wizard, we get this.
And there are a couple other songs throughout, and all of them are just as lifeless and tone deaf.
I cannot wait to
But
talk about
also, Matt, the lyrics are like improvised nonsense. Like, it just sounds like somebody was like, here's a Casio keyboard and $5 and a bag of Sun Chips. Can you sing us a song?
It's literally, yes, the lyrics are those shirts that you see that are like poorly translated into English and then
Yes.
shipped to other countries, and like people are wearing them, and it says things like,
Like, do not dumb, not dumb area.
yeah, exactly. That's what all the songs are like. And I will say though, during the opening, the artwork was really cute that they had on the screen.
It was pretty cute.
Really cute. It was like really like drawn out artwork of like all the characters and like weird situations and different costumes. I'll
It kind
pass over the Mario and the sombrero, but the rest of them were very, very cute.
It kind of reminded me of when in like Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda, when they do like the tapestries to tell the story of the
Yes.
history. It kind of reminds me of that.
Or like in the Secret of Mana games.
Yes. Oh, Secret of Mana.
Also-
okay. Yes.
So Mario and Luigi are now they believe in the story, and they're gonna no. Mario and Luigi get on with their day, and in this iteration, they're not plumbers, they run a
Work at a
convenience store.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, which is like okay, but that's not I mean, even the original Mario, I think they were plumbers.
Yeah, and I don't understand that, and I also don't know why Luigi is in a really weird color scheme.
Yeah, he's blue and yellow, very uncomfortable.
No, don't like that.
But also, then Luigi immediately recognizes Princess Peach's necklace and is like, oh, I recognize that from this book that we just happened to have about a magical kingdom. And he like opens up this book and he's like, yeah, so it's from this magical kingdom that has lots of treasure. And then Matt, maybe you can explain this to me. I might have missed something. Mario makes a phone call. I don't know who it was supposed to be to, but then the phone call ends and he says he's coming to pick me up. But then a blue dog walks in And that phone call is never addressed again.
Yeah, it was weird. So the phone call comes into the store, and yeah, he says someone's coming to pick me up, and then literally a blue dog walks. A blue dog made of balls walks in barking, and the barking dog. I'm not going to exaggerate. This is the sound.
Please.
Huh?
Yes. I can't wait. I want to hear this dog barking because I was obsessed with it.
I couldn't believe it when I heard it, and I squealed with delight. So we talked about the voice acting, and so there's also a voice actor for the dog, and this is how the dog barks. R R R R.
Sometimes it also goes like whoa whoa whoa.
It's just a person saying R.
Yeah. Now, okay, when you said the dog was made of balls, I feel like that is technically accurate, but I would describe it more like a child's drawing of a caterpillar because it also, I think, had antenna, but also had feet, and they kept calling it a dog.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Is this a character in the Mario universe?
I've never seen it before or since.
What did they call it? Was this Karibo? Was this Jugemu? I don't know.
It did have a name.
Yeah, it had a weird name. I don't know what this damn thing was. I think I wrote it down later because it made no sense. I was like, this must be a character I'm unaware of somehow. But as we continued to watch the movie, I was like, oh no, this is just we're on psychedelics.
Jugemu. Is that it?
I guess so. Jugemu. No, yeah, Jugemu. That's got to be it. And when I search Jugemu, whatever, when I click it, it brings me to a page on Wikipedia.
Yeah, of random characters that he's not mentioned in.
No, it just appears on the page at the bottom in Japanese.
This is so weird.
So who is this character, and why was this created just for this film and then scrapped?
Maybe.
Good idea.
Because I don't. And when you Google Jugemu Mario, it just pulls up a bunch of pictures of Lakitu.
Weird.
So, this dog doesn't even exist anymore. Which, thank God, frankly.
Yeah, good choice.
It's horrifying.
We can get rid of this dog, for sure. But
the dog steals the necklace, and they chase after it, and then they start running through a bunch of pipes.
With the stupid song playing.
Yes, I'm the master of rock and roll, or whatever. I'm a rock and roll wizard or something.
Yes, I'm a rock and roll wizard.
And then they get transported to a new world.
Through a colorful waterfall.
Yes, through a colorful waterfall.
Where they meet
a wizard.
Who is literally a big mustache.
Yeah, he's just a big ball of hair.
He's Cousin It.
His voice acting too could not be more bored. He's telling them all these important things about prophecies and they have to rescue Princess Peach and all of that, and he's delivering it the Toads were massacred by Bowser and he declared war on our kingdom and you must save Princess Peach.
Yes, you are the one who's here to do the Mushroom Kingdom saving.
Yeah.
I'm from the nearby kingdom, which I think they call it the Metal Kingdom? Petal Kingdom?
I think it was the Petal Kingdom.
Petal Kingdom, yeah. I think I corrected it later. And then he tells them this prophecy. Who is this, by the way, also? Who is this character in Mario?
Oh, right, exactly.
Petal Kingdom?
I've never even heard of the Petal Kingdom.
Is that supposed to be where Daisy... no, I refuse. And then there's a song I wrote. They keep doing this weird... Oh, I remember. Okay, something really weird is happening here. Do you remember this?
No.
As he's telling the prophecy, Mario and Luigi are doing interpretive dance moves and singing.
Yes, I do. I thank you for remembering because I blocked that out because it was fucking weird and nonsense.
He was like, this is the prophecy. And then they would cut to the two of them in front of him they're the Supremes to his Diana Ross. And they're like, Koopa Koopa, thrash the kingdom, Koopa Koopa. And they're doing weird dance moves.
Like a cheerleading, they were cheerleading on the telling of the prophecy.
I could not believe my eyes.
When he tells them that Bowser is going to marry Princess Peach by next Friday the 13th, Mario does kind of a racist Mexican caricature.
Mm-hmm. again.
That's cute.
And we see that there's like a bunch of like quote unquote toads in the
Yes.
Toadstool Kingdom. They're all like mushroom, whatever toads, essentially. I don't know what they're called in this, but they are all different colors in this one.
I know.
Even
And
shapes.
they that glimpse, they looked like the Toad that we all know and love. And then later on, we are introduced to somebody by the name of Toad who resembles nothing like Toad before or since.
Cannot wait to meet that one. But yeah, we get this. I wrote racist sombrero, and then he sends them on a mission.
Yeah, they have to collect special weapons: a mushroom, a flower, and a star. So those are the only things that they could use to beat Bowser. So that they're on a mission to collect those before they track him down.
Yeah, and he's like, you could take this damn dog and dig up coins along the way.
Yeah, because all Luigi wants is treasure. Apparently, he's like super money hungry for some reason.
Treasure hunter, constantly looking for money, desperate. He's like Abu in the temple.
He is, yes. Okay, so they walk for a
the
long time.
song.
Oh my god, we get more of the rock and roll song.
No, this is a new song.
Oh, is it?
Yes, because I don't know if I'm skipping ahead. I don't think I am. I wrote like, he gives them the mission. He thanks them to go dig up coins and take the dog. And then we get a song. And I wrote down some lyrics from the song, which
Okay.
were, yes, I'm going to love you and hold you. We are super. So this must have been one of those like lovey songs randomly.
I guess.
Because there were
Ugh.
random like lovey songs.
Yes.
I'm going to
yes.
love you and hold you. This were lyrics to the song.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh,
Go on a
man.
mission, take the coins. Mario and Luigi leave with the dog. I'm gonna love you and hold you. Maybe he's thinking about Peach?
I think that's what it's supposed to be, yeah.
Oh my god. But then
So-
they encounter some Goombas.
Yes, and they're kind of like camping for the night. Luigi is really hungry, and the Goombas talk to Luigi while Mario's asleep, and they're like, we have some food over here, come get it. And then Mario gets woken up because he hears Luigi laughing, and Luigi has apparently gotten high on mushrooms and
Yes.
has eaten the laughing shrooms while the Goombas are looking on, cackling at them.
Yes. Like,
And Mario
there's no other
has to, like,
explanation, by the way. We're not just like, oh, haha, it looked like that. No, I mean, he was literally high on psychedelics.
Yes, and then he has to like give him a regular mushroom, but of course he gives him a crying mushroom and then an angry mushroom and then finally a normal mushroom. And just as he does that, a bird beak comes from off the screen in some sort of like horrifying way to just pluck Mario and like take him up into the air, which was eerie. And it's this big flying Koopa turtle.
Paris
that, like,
Shellbird.
Yes, that drops him into her nest with her babies that are gonna eat him, I assume.
Yes, and I wrote I don't know if it was the babies or the big bird that has a child's voice.
Both. I think most of this is where I legitimately think this was somebody's just like passion project to dub, because I think that they had their children record several voices because
Right, this is
There-
exactly when I started to hear the phone recording. I started to note in this is literally
Yes.
a voice note on a phone.
Yes.
But like
Yes.
before voice notes were available on iPhones.
yes.
Okay, so they're in the nest now
Yes.
with the babies, and I don't know what they're worried about because it looked like they were going to feed them to the babies, but the babies aren't going to eat them. So now they're like stuck in this nest, and the bird brings Luigi and the dog. Mario bites Luigi's nose. No explanation.
Nope.
And then they say they can't eat the food here because it's rotten.
Yeah, that I think was a trick to get so I think Mario, because the birds were going to eat Luigi, so I think Mario bit Luigi and said, ooh, he's rotten, to convince the birds that they couldn't eat him.
Well, that was lost on me, girl, because
Yeah.
I was like, okay, he's eating Luigi's nose. That's great.
And then they spot up, like further up the tree or cliff or whatever, they spot the
Sparkly-
mushroom.
Yeah, the sparkly mushroom. So they need to go up, and when they go up, the mushroom is in ice.
Yes.
So
And
Mario goes for it, and he almost falls, but he gets
Yes.
it. Last chance, or last
But
just
then
in
they
time.
do fall, and then the birds try to kind of like catch them, and they carry them to the ground sort of safely, but they all sort of smack into the ground. And then at that point, the baby birds vanish. Like they are saving Mario and Luigi from falling to their deaths, and then they land safely enough, and then the birds are just gone.
Yes, and during this fall sequence, I just want to point this out. They cut to a random scene of coins shooting out of a tube of ice in
Yes.
the most homoerotic way I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And they stay on it for a while. They're just having fun.
Okay, this is the part that I was like, what is actually happening? So they land on the ground.
I
They're
can't wait.
now in this like field sort of thing. And suddenly a like ghostly toad appears, and Toad, like the mushroom toad, saying, "Thank you for freeing me from Koopa's magic," which he didn't do anything, so I don't know how he freed you from anything. And also, it's the voice of a little girl. And it's like full baby talk,
Yes.
which I won't do because I find baby talk super gross.
And we both know how you feel about baby talk if you've been listening.
And he says, or she says, "Go rescue Princess Peach," and then like kisses Mario on the face. And I was like, this is not the Toad, the shrieking, shrill-voiced Toad that we're all used to.
No, this was like a fey character you would see in like The Last Unicorn or something like that. It
Completely.
was
But introduces herself as Toad, which is so weird
Yes.
to me.
very weird. She looked the least like Toad out of all the mushroom characters we've seen, including the mushroom that had stars on its head. And I was like, what is this weird ghostly mushroom child?
And why did they? I wonder if. Do you think that maybe the Toad in the non-dubbed version wasn't a little girl?
I don't know. I just think they just made a choice. I think I don't know. Maybe it was androgynous,
strange.
and then the voice actors just made a choice. It was a girl for the
Yeah.
English. I don't know.
So they've got that mushroom, and now they have to go find the fire flower and the star. So they head to the next stage where they are basically beset upon by piranha plants.
Yes.
And for some reason, so they're like about to be swallowed by piranha plants, and Mario deals with this by pulling out a pepper shaker from his pocket and
Yes.
shaking a bunch of pepper around. And I'm like, why are you carrying a pepper shaker around? We've never seen this before. That is
Right.
not a thing people keep in their pockets. What's going on?
Why? Why do they keep introducing these strange items that have nothing to do with Mario as items that they would just normally have in all of these damn cartoons?
It's very, very pasta power coded,
very
where it's
pasta
like,
Pasta power.
what? And then, so they kind of like fight off the piranha plants, and then Lakitu shows up, and he's mad because they like messed up his flowers. Lakitu's voice was also another one where I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Also, I've never said Lakitu. I've always said Lakitu.
Oh, really?
So you are
I don't
throwing
know.
me for a loop today.
Maybe I could be getting it entirely wrong. So listeners, if I am, tell us who's right.
Yeah, please. We love that.
His voice is a horror show, and he also keeps saying random things like "Jabu Jabu Mario," "Jabu Jabu get 'em Spikies," or whatever.
Yeah.
It's strange, and he's throwing those little spiky shell guys.
That I liked.
Yeah,
I liked how they like turned into enemies from like little spinies.
yes, and
And Mario's in danger until, in my opinion, he does nothing but a random plant like pops out and shoves up his ass.
yes,
Well, carries him up his ass to like he didn't pop it from like a block. He didn't do anything to get this. A random plant just appears underneath him and carries
That's
him
correct.
into the air.
yeah. Up next to Lakitu, and he's able to kind of steal Lakitu's
Cloud.
cloud and control. Oh, I forgot that Lakitu had like a little song about the elements or whatever, because apparently he's a god who can control weather with his little cloud.
Oh yeah. I forgot
And
that too.
Mario makes it snow, which then kind of like freezes all the enemies, and that's how they get away from all the spiky guys.
Yeah, and he goes back to Toad and gives her the flower and gets
No,
another
Toad just
uncomfortable kiss.
just shows up and is like, "Here's your flower, congratulations," and kisses Mario again.
Just kissing Mario all the time, and it's very uncomfortable because it's a very small child's voice.
Yes.
It's very strange. It's very like the Family Feud show from the 60s with Richard Dawson
Oh, yeah.
kissing everyone on the show. It's very
Yes.
that.
So then they go into a cave.
You forgot something.
Is it where Koopa and Peach are hanging out?
No, where they decide to eat ramen.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
They're like, let's eat some ramen from a rock. A little commercial for
Yeah.
ramen. Mario flavored ramen. It's I think it's flavored by their own characters.
I guess. And that comes up again later, actually.
Oh god.
So they go into a cave. They're following some coins. Goombas trap them, and so they're like imprisoned. And we get a little cutscene with Bowser and Princess Peach. And the voice actor who played Bowser, it sounds like 8 different people because it ranges from like somebody doing like an actual sort of like gruff dinosaur voice to like legitimately there's a couple lines where he goes like, Peach sweetie, oh Peach sweetie, come on Peach sweetie, talk to me Peach sweetie.
He sounds like a gay uncle.
Yes, it's really inconsistent and also like
The emotion is totally off.
Yes.
There's like his emotion is like everything kind of sounds like this. Everything kind of sounds like this.
It's borders on the Cowardly Lion from
Yes.
Wizard of Oz.
And every growl is like when it's like a growly voice, like you said, you could tell it's like the Cowardly Lion guy trying to do a growly voice unsuccessfully.
Yes. In this iteration of the movie, also Bowser has magic, and
Yes.
Princess Peach has him change into a couple things. One of them is a hippo that I don't think the animators had ever seen a hippo before because it was truly frightening to look at.
Terrifying. A scarecrow.
Yes.
Be a scarecrow. A teddy bear was the last one she has him be, and she locks him in a chest.
Stuffs him in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like, nice try, girl. And he breaks out. He gets big and breaks out of the chest. And right?
Yeah. And
then we get a music
he tells
sequence.
her that like Mario has been captured, and then we see a little interlude of Mario and Princess Peach dancing, and it's Mario's like dream or whatever while he's in prison.
Yes, and we get the song with lyrics like, on the canvas of my heart is an image of you.
I mean, pure poetry.
This song that is sung right now, it's sung by like a woman.
Yes.
It reminds me of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend at the beginning of like, at the end of like the first or second season, the random inspirational song sung at that wedding
Oh, yeah.
by
yeah.
Josh's aunt.
Yes.
It was that.
Oh, man.
But Luigi
okay, so
interrupts
then-
the whole thing.
Yes,
with the
the dog and Luigi show up. They kind of like break out of prison. They're running away from the Hammer Brother, and then
that's right, the Hammer
just like
Brother.
coincidentally, they're like above water, and they see in the water the star that they need to find. So they dive into the water. Now, I know that a lot of cartoons are inconsistent with the rules of what can be done underwater because like SpongeBob has fire underwater. However, in this movie, apparently Mario can both talk and breathe underwater. Just like nothing.
Well, in Mario levels, you're underwater.
But he's not breathing.
I guess, yeah, he's just holding his breath the whole time.
That's how I always think of it.
I guess that's true. He's certainly not talking.
Yeah. There's like a Cheep that explodes and chases after them.
I like the enemies they put in that were actually from Mario. That was always fun, even though they were weird color schemes, most of them.
And then they spot the star and it's inside the mouth of a clam, and the clam closes up. Mario can't get it open. And so then he goes off screen, comes back in a tutu and says, "I'm a pretty ballerina, Mr. Clam." And that gets the clam to open. Why?
I
Why?
wrote that too. First, the dog comes out with a star painted on its face and is playing guitar.
That's right. He does a little David Bowie.
And then Mario, the pretty ballerina thing, comes out, and I could not believe my eyes.
It was inexplicable.
But it worked.
And then, so the clam opens, and then the weirdest thing happens. Okay, so Mario is inside the clam now. The clam closed on him, and the dog goes off screen, comes back with a book, reads some of the book, says a couple woofs, and it makes the clam open.
Yes.
Is he a clam translator? Is he seeing magic words? Where did this book come from?
No explanation.
Made no sense.
But it was certainly animated in.
Wow. Okay. So then my favorite part, they are, well, I mean, Pretty Ballerina was probably my favorite part, but
Yeah.
they're running away from the Cheep again, and they're like, they spot a pirate ship in the distance, and they say, "Let's hide there." And by hide, they mean go stand on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
No hiding involved whatsoever.
No hiding.
But a blooper, the octopus starts attacking the ship. And so they start blowing on the sails of the ship underwater to sail it out of the ocean and into the sky.
Yes, with their mouths.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. And that makes it fly through the air.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I was like, I think this is the inspiration for the airships that we see in, I want to say, like Mario 3 for the first time.
I'm
Because
glad that in the game you don't use your breath to make it go, though.
Agreed.
Oh my gosh.
Let's
we got
see.
the stupid music again.
Stupid music. Oh, they're at Bowser's castle now. And it's wedding night. It's the wedding night. And by wedding, I mean, it looks like a satanic ritual. Do you remember in Sleeping Beauty when all the goblins are dancing in Maleficent's green fires?
Oh my god, yes.
It's exactly that, but Koopas.
I was like, why does he have a cult in his castle?
It's creepy. And there's like a priest with maracas who is doing the wedding ceremony.
Mm-hmm. Peach has a glam squad.
Peach has a glam squad. She gets made up like a clown, she says.
I mean, she really does look like a clown. And they put this weird hat on her head that looks like a butt.
It looks like a butt. It literally looked like they took her underwear and stuck it on top of her head.
Yeah, I don't know if it was going for like one of those Maid Marian hats from like Robin Hood when she's a fox or something, but...
Or maybe it was Peach themed. Get it? They were like predicting the Peach
maybe.
emoji 40 years in the past.
Hey, maybe. I don't know about that. It was just terrible.
Yeah.
The ceremony, the maracas... Yes. Oh, yeah. They bring her to the ceremony, or she goes to the ceremony, and it begins with the maracas.
Yeah.
And I wrote that Bowser says "Peach, sweetie" about 100 times.
100,000 times.
In a run-on sentence too. Like I don't even think he's like being interrupted.
No, not at all.
Peach, sweetie, I want you to do something, sweetie, Peach, sweetie. Say something with a smile, sweet, sweetie.
Yeah, it's very that.
So annoying.
Mario and Luigi crash the ship into the castle. Bowser runs away with Peach, and they have to like chase through the castle. We get kind of some of the scenes of like, the Mario original game of like platforming above lava kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, and those moving gears.
Yes.
That was fun.
And then the Goombas, so Mario's kind of like trapped in the fire room. And meanwhile, Luigi apparently has fucked off entirely and is just like letting Mario fight for his life while he's digging for treasure.
Yeah, he's just digging for treasure, mining. And I think he's off on his own while Mario's like now pinned in this lava room, nowhere to go except for fall into this pit of lava.
Right.
And I think the Goombas are watching nearby, was it?
Yeah, and then Luigi, instead of striking gold, strikes water, and a bunch of water floods through the castle and puts out all the fire, so Mario is saved by Luigi by accident entirely.
Yes. We also, and then Luigi pops into the like hot water and has like a spa day.
Yes.
And then we cut to Bowser giving Peach a ring and talking about the size difference again. In this now, the ring is as big as her arm, like a bracelet.
Which it's even too big for a bracelet. It could have been like she could have worn it around her thigh.
It could have been a hula hoop.
Yes. And she goes, "I hate it."
Yes. That one could have been a
then
quote.
The castle just crumbles for no reason that I could figure out. And
yes.
then we're kind of like at the final showdown between Bowser and Mario, and he goes to eat the mushroom, and then he eats the flower, and then he's about to eat the star, but he gets distracted by a packet of ramen that appears in the air next to him, and he goes, Mario sprinkles and rice?
Yes, there we go.
And he's eating the ramen instead?
Yes.
The
And then
magic
star
ramen that
falls.
appeared in the air.
No
What?
explanation for any of this, by the way.
So he loses the star, and Bowser is about to like crush him to death when he goes like sliding down into like a pit, and Luigi comes up through the surface because he's still digging for coins. And he's like, "Oh, here's the star." And he's like, Mario's like, "Throw it in my mouth. Stick it in my mouth. Give me some of that prehistoric rod, Luigi."
Yes, exactly. He's like, put the star in my mouth. Put it in my mouth. Just listen to me.
And then he has
But
the
Luigi
strength
stalls like a dumbass.
Yes, but then he has the strength to fight off Bowser, and he throws him by his tail, which is something that he does in the later Mario games. So again, I was like, oh, maybe there was some inspiration here for future games.
Definitely.
and he like throws him back into the sky, and magically the world turns back into like the idyllic Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, the flowers are growing. Her castle is
Yes.
back.
Yes.
She says, "My hero." There's either a song that's about light from above, or there's just light from above, and
Yes.
he gives her the necklace back.
Yes. And she says, legend has it that I'll meet a man who wears the same necklace and I'll marry him.
Okay.
And Mario's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's my time. And then the dog just starts glowing light and turns into a prince with the same necklace
And blue hair.
and blue hair. And he says, and I'm going to try to deliver the line the way he does. I am the prince of the neighboring flower kingdom. My name is Hal.
Yes. Hal.
Al. And apparently he's the one who's going to marry Princess Peach, so Mario just gets cucked at the end by the dog. And
he's heartbroken.
then he is heartbroken. And also, I've never heard of Hal. I've never seen him. I don't think he shows up ever again, does he?
I don't know, but I'm gonna look it up later.
I sure am too.
I'll tell you
And
next
then
week.
the wizard shows up and again in his robot voice says, those two boys really are the heroes of the Mushroom Kingdom. Their names shall go down as the Super Mario Brothers. And that's the end of the movie, except we get more credits with more of that shitty fucking Rockstar song.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, Matt.
That was a ride.
What a ride, what an experience. Do you want a few pieces of trivia about this?
I would really love some, honestly.
Okay, I think this is in the Japanese non-dubbed version, but the voice of Bowser was provided by a woman named Akiko Wada, who was a famous singer in Japan. So in the Japanese version, Bowser might have been a woman. Maybe this was a lesbian relationship and Mario's just a big fat homophobe.
I mean, hey, I'm into that.
I already mentioned this was the first time that Luigi appears taller and thinner than Mario. And I was correct. I felt very vindicated when I read this piece of trivia because it says this film inspired certain elements of Mario games that came afterwards, such as Super Mario Bros. 3's giant enemies and the flying airships, Super Mario World allowing Mario to hijack Lakitu's cloud, and then Mario grabbing Bowser by the tail and spinning him around, which he does in Mario 64. So it actually does seem like it inspired some of the later mechanics of the games.
I mean, especially the spinning around thing, I was like, that has to be.
Totally.
It also looks like it's Prince Haru.
Oh, okay. Maybe in the original, but he was absolutely, they said Hal.
Right? I know that they must have.
100%.
I'm trying to see if he existed anywhere else.
I was going to ask, did you find anything yet?
Let's see. He's a character in the Super Mario anime.
Fans have speculated that the character of Prince Florian in Super Mario Bros. World is a nod to Prince Haru due to his design. But it seems like his line of, I am Prince... Thank you for rescuing me. Oh, wait, what does he say? I am the prince of the neighboring flower kingdom. My name is Hal. And that is the extent of his existence in the world, apparently.
Yeah, there's no explanation. They just have him in human and dog form here.
So weird.
Very strange. I mean, if I could be in human and dog form, I might do that.
Sure.
Okay, so,
ratings.
Wow. Yeah, ratings. We have a few. We have, IMDb gave it a 5.7.
5.7,
and Rotten Tomatoes did have an audience meter, no tomato meter, but audience meter rating, popcorn meter was 60%.
Okay.
What did we give the cartoon so far?
I was just looking at that. So I gave the first one a 1 and the second one a 1.1. You gave the first one a 2.5 and the second one a 2.75.
Okay.
I think just for sheer fucking weirdness, I'm going to have to give this one a 2. So I'm giving it slightly higher than the daily cartoons.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2.5.
Okay, so lower than the last cartoon we watched, lower than the Ugga Bugga one.
Oh, wait, I gave that 2.75?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give this a 3. I'll give this a 3 just because I have to have it above that one.
Okay, okay.
But just a margin, because this was literally what I imagine would be like being on like an acid trip.
Legitimately, I think somebody just did a bunch of cocaine and then were like, here's what's going to happen, and just like narrated a movie and they had somebody draw it.
Yeah, because I remember, I mean, there were cartoons that were like, do you remember HR Puff and stuff? And then like cartoons of that era that were very psychedelic, not even coded, but it was just like part of the cartoons.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, even The Last Unicorn is super like acid trippy.
Yeah, but this was like in 1986.
Yeah, I know.
It just feels weird. It felt very strange. Anyway,
Are we going to call it a beauty or a beast?
I'm going to call it a beast.
Yeah, I think I am too. There's part of me that wants to unironically call it ironically make it a beauty, but I think it's just pretty still beastly.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, and if nothing, okay, I'll tell you what would have pushed this into the beauty category for me.
Okay.
They would have had to, number one, eliminate the songs almost completely. They could maybe do the first one and I could laugh at it and never again.
Yeah.
And number two, absolute, no question, they need to figure out a new situation with Toad.
100%. Very uncomfortable. Very, very unpleasant to listen to and look at.
Yes, those two things could have brought this into like, okay, I can make this a beauty, but without them, that was rough.
Yeah. And so the next one we're watching is the first live action Mario movie, right?
Yes, from the 90s. I think it's 93, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm
is that
excited.
John Leguizamo?
Yes, definitely. I forget who plays Mario, but Luigi is John Leguizamo.
Okay. All right.
We'll talk about it when we get there, I guess.
Okay. Well, listeners, in the meantime, I know your phone is either in your hand or within your reach, so if you could please pick it up and head to whatever podcast app you're using and subscribe to our podcast. And then while you're there, please rate and review us because that really helps other people find our show.
And most people will try a podcast because a friend recommends it to them. So if you love our show, I know you are, please tell your friends, coworkers, and strangers.
That's right. Our social media is RebootyPod on Instagram, and you can email us at rebootypod@gmail.com. We love getting emails, so send us one.
Sometimes I get a little social moody.
I kind of think you made that same mistake last week.
And we also have a Patreon at patreon.com/N and Matt. We have a lot of bonus episodes where we cover movies that maybe don't have a reboot, and we also have a bunch of games, so check it out.
Yeah, and thanks for listening to Rebooty and the Beast.
See you next week, Moody.
Goodbye.
Bye.